Making a little movie.
What kind of movie?
Blowup doll across America. So I'm out here in the town of Rye, sort of the border of New York City suburbs, which takes care of my first order of business, which is just get out of the city, because hitchhiking in New York City is illegal, and I don't want to take a route that takes me through New Jersey either, one of the also few states where hitchhiking is illegal. I am kind of nervous. This is such a different vibe. So right now I've got the blow-up doll deflated in my bag, and I've got to stop and just inflate that, figure out a good on-ramp to wait at, and find some cardboard that I can use to make a sign. Honestly, don't know how things are going to go. I think a lot of people are going to think it's a prank and just blow through. It will be interesting to see people's reactions, but I am fully expecting to stay here overnight. I think I started a little too late. It's 4 p.m. and I probably got maybe 3 hours of daylight left. But yeah, the plan is just see where I end up after 3 days. Man, I might not even end up anywhere, to be honest with you. Okay, some cardboard, good sign. I do worry people are gonna think it's like a gay thing. I'm not really worried about getting murdered. No one's really trying to kill someone on a Tuesday. The blow-up doll is kind of hard, right? Because it definitely will get me more attention. It definitely will draw people's eye, but it might make them think that I'm not serious about this whole thing. So I do like that you can see the sign from really far away though. Okay, and now to put my lungs to the test. Okay, Tanya, we're gonna inflate you. She's got all this LGBT stuff on her. I might just remove a few of those flags because, again, I think people are just gonna get the wrong idea. Looking good, Tanya. And the best part is inflating was not as hard as I thought. Now, nice thing is I can have her hold the sign, and she's gonna be censored as well. So I have heard getting rides with women is easier. Let's see if that's true. Seeing as I don't know any real women, this will have to make do. I've done some ridiculous shit in my life, but this is up there. Some of these people are stone-faced, man. A couple of them are down to clown. I'm gonna just record a string of cars, not even trying to get a ride per se, but just to get people's reactions, honestly.
I was just wondering what you're holding the doll for. What do you need, a ride?
Wouldn't mind one.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
245K, 6 high.
What's up, man?
How's your day going?
It's going good.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
Interesting part of it.
this is a fun one. Okay, because it is obscene, I'm gonna have to just like put it down, alright?
Okay, sure.
So New York State has like public lewdness and stuff like that laws?
Okay, what if I had like a bra or like panties?
Yeah,
like a
sure.
dress, silk gown?
You will deflate that.
I am deflating it.
Continue to stand on this corner with that inflated and displaying it to the public. You're in a public place that is obscene. You are disorderly conduct.
Okay.
So let's not do that.
I can almost guarantee you no one in this city is gonna give you a ride.
You know, some people would be distraught and not learn their lesson, but I learned mine. There we go. Cargo shorts. Guess she's a lesbian. I really only got probably 15 minutes of daylight left, and then the sun's gonna set, and I really don't think anyone's gonna give me a ride after that. I gotta redo my strategy a little bit, I think. I think I'm still too close to the city. Here, people just seem kind of like they have a stick up their ass. Well, right now, me and Tanya are feeling a little deflated. Second time had to deal with the cops out in Westchester. I figure I'm close enough to home that I'm just gonna spend the night in my bed instead of where it's gonna be 50 degrees at night dealing with mosquitoes. They don't want to see a blow-up enthusiast win, but failing has never made me stop wanting to do something. It's only made me want to try harder to prove everyone else wrong. Well, I'm back in Grand Central, gonna give this another shot. There's nothing wrong with trying and failing, but sometimes you gotta play the greatest hits. So what I'm gonna do is go back to a place that I know is a little more conducive to hitchhiking along the Metro North Line in Beacon, where I was able to hitchhike out of about 2 years ago, last time, I need to go to those more hippie-ish kind of Hudson River Valley towns in order for this to work, I think. Public sidewalk, so I'm not on the side of the road. I'm gonna throw some shorts on Tanya so no one can say shit. And yeah, this is a big spaghetti intersection, so hopefully someone will come and grab me. Let's hope this works, man, because I'm tired of dealing with this shit. If I could just get one ride, I'll be happy at this point. All right, I've been standing here for about 2 hours. My prospects do not bode well.
What you making a movie about?
Blow up doll across America.
Okay. All right, enjoy.
One of three things is going to happen. Either the sun goes down, which is the most likely option, or I get the cops called on me, which the town has been pretty chill so far, so I don't think that's going to happen. Or number three, someone gives me a ride. Someone did say that they were going to give me a ride earlier, but I really don't think that that's going to happen, honestly, that he's going to swing back around. Some Mexican dudes gave me $5, and then these teenagers pulled up to me and were like, yo, is this a sex thing? And I'm like, no. And then this other group of teenagers told me to pull up, but then told me if I get in the car, they'll smack the shit out of me. So, what are you gonna do? You know, they say some people are fighting a battle you know nothing about, and some people are just fighting demons, man. Some of these reactions that people have had, some people are chill, some people are nice. This dude looks like he's having a good time. Maybe 5 minutes between the last time I filmed and this for some dude with 2 dogs in the back to call me demonetizable F-slur. I'm not even self-conscious about this anymore. This is just work to me. I think I might be like one of those demons that got tormented with just doing this for the rest of my life, and I can't get out of hell until I get a ride. Look at some of these people though, man. Stone face killers. At this point, not even expecting a ride. I think I'll just take the train farther up, try a different spot by a gas station, and hope to God that that works, because 2 days no ride is ass. I usually get at least something in a day. This chick looks like she's having a good time.
Where you going?
Anywhere, man. That's what the sign says. Not there.
Alright.
Yeah. Thank you, though. Listen, I'll go a lot of places, but inside a correctional facility van, I don't think it's going to be one of them. The best part is going to be the walk of shame to the train station at the end of this. Am I just going to be here for hours and hours? No ride. Again, amateur hour. I should have started way earlier. Well, I think it's about that time. The deflating process always takes so much longer than inflating. Inflating I can now do in like 2-3 minutes. This is like an awkward like 5-10. So I'm getting cold, so I'm gonna do this and get out of here, man. This sucks, but whatever. We'll try again tomorrow. Partially I'm doing this because there ain't shit else to do, and I'm not close to tired yet. And partially I'm doing it to cross the river where I feel like my prospects are going to be better hitchhiking, because there's not really going to be any transit or any trains or anything. So I feel like because of that, people will be more likely to give me a ride. Never get to thinking for too long that you are winning or losing in life, because your fortune can change just like that. Alright, this is the situation for the night. Really nice bench setup. No grass, which means no ticks, no mosquitoes, high enough off the ground that I don't feel super cold, and a nice winter sleeping bag that kept me warm for the whole night along this rail trail here. A lot of these old rail lines, what happens to them is they get the rails ripped out and they get converted into these biking and walking trails, and ideally you would like to see them be used as transit, but I would say this is the second best thing to happen to them. Yeah, anyway, gonna head to Dunkin' Donuts and figure out my life. here's the thing. She has a hole, and not in the way that you're thinking. I mean, there's an actual leak that I've had to cover up with this sticker. There's a tear in the canvas, so you know that's going to make things a little more difficult, but it will make deflating a bit easier. Just got a ride out to the town of Kingston in New York. I think I'm going to walk into town because, you know, if I'm not out here actually exploring some of these towns, what's the point? And then I'll just come back to this traffic circle to see where I end up later on in the day. Yeah, I'm in the city, might as well see what's around. All right, found a little something that'll save me time and strife. Throw all my stuff in the shopping cart, and now I don't have to lug it around. And also, I kind of ride this like a skateboard, watch. Got a ride with this dude Ian. What's up, man?
How we doing?
What was your reaction when you saw the blow-up doll?
Someone being unique.
You picked up hitchhikers before?
Yes.
How many?
A handful.
Handful. And you done any hitchhiking yourself?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, never too late to start, man. All right. Thank you once again.
Always.
Ian was going all the way to New Hampshire, which that would have been a cool place to end up, but I don't think I wanted to be that far from home, especially considering I'm trying to loop my way back tomorrow. So I figure I might as well be here in western Massachusetts, in the Berkshire Mountain area, and then try to make my way south into and through Connecticut, and that way I'm within striking distance of public transit if I need it. All right, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm in the land with no cell service, so you know this is one of those like I gotta get out of here type situations. But yeah, from everyone else's perspective who's driving, what I'll do is I'll hold the doll and then I'll usually like lift its arms, do a little wave. I gotta put this away though because she's got no clothes on right now. Okay, just got picked up by this dude who's basically a trail angel for the Appalachian Trail. And one thing that he showed me is he has this cooler stocked full of drinks that he replenishes every day. And it's got a, I'll just show you. I'm gonna blow Tanya back up. I think she'll cost me more rides than I'll end up getting, honestly, but worth a shot, man. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Well, Tanya has developed a slow leak. The last guy who picked me up didn't even know that I had her with me until I told him. I think her days are numbered because I really can't find where this leak is, so I can't even plug it. She gets a little droopier and droopier every second, as you can see, and its condition's not getting any better. But I think it's about time to retire you. What do you have to say? I hear you, Tanya. Sometimes saying nothing says it all. You know, what they say is true. We got a big problem with inflation these days. Okay, just got a ride from this chick from California. It was a really short ride, so didn't really even have time to film. It was just to go into the next town, honestly. And I'm gonna see what's up with these railroad tracks, see if there's any little spots to duck into. 4 rides already, and I was thinking that I would be out here. I was like, oh man, you know, this doll thing isn't working, no one's giving us rides, this has been an abysmal failure. But actually, it's worked out pretty well. Man, look at this old ass barn, dude. I don't care what y'all say, I love the Northeast and I love New England. It's quiet here, and and not even in a creepy, desolate way, but in just such a serene and peaceful way. Only kind of dumb thing is everything closes at like 4 or 5 p.m. It's the greatest weakness of this part of the country, unfortunately. I'm probably going to piss you off, some of you, by saying this, but I don't believe in ghosts. So to me, this is probably like one of the top 10 most peaceful places that I can end my night. Don't really expect to deal with any issues, any drama. They've already done all their drama. Yeah, if this was 2 years ago, I would have been a lot more frenetic, trying to just make as much distance as possible, turning down short rides, and now I'm taking things slow, enjoying where I stop, and treating everything with the mindset that every mile counts. Okay, slept in the cemetery, no ghosts, sorry. So what I think I'm gonna do is literally just walk to the next town. Tanya's kind of on her last legs, honestly, so I don't feel like inflating her and then constantly struggling to keep her inflated every 2 minutes. And there's not even really a good place for cars to slow down, so I'm just gonna walk. It's maybe, I don't know, 6-ish miles into the next town, 7 miles, 8 at most. It's very doable. We got an apple tree here. Life is for living, and apples are for eating.
I'm on the road to nowhere, just me and myself alone together. I made up my mind, I need to go where I can find the place to rest my weary soul. 'Cause I've been feeling so much lately, I think that I might try letting go. So I'm leaving town and all the while, despite myself, I'm wishing I was en route to you.
Damn. Yeah, so this did used to be some sort of active theme park back in the day, and then it just kind of got dilapidated and people had burned parts down, and then some kid murdered this teenage girl here, and it's just been fraught with problems since, but still around.
I don't want the answers
Yeah.
to my questions. I don't want my fortune told, a future is.
Do I dare peer behind the tapestry? It's a little manger scene. Yeah, man, I've known about this place for so long, and it's like the first time I've actually gone and seen what's here. Yeah. I wonder if I can put this back together. No vacancy. As if someone's trying to sleep there. If I can be blasphemous for a second. Oh, God decided to strike that down. Let's try again. They say the Holy Trinity is the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. But today we welcome the Mother, Tanya, to Holy Land, USA, where your body shall be interned for the rest of days. Your body will remain here to horrify a bunch of religious zealots and curious explorers. Amen. Our Lady of Peace, the new patron saint of Christianity, and if I can guess so myself, probably a virgin.